You know, since I was a little ass kid, I've been hearing, wait until next year. Wait until next year and we'll be a better team. Just wait until next year. Now, this year, fortunately, um, has been a better season. We found a running game. But if it wasn't for the running game, we would have been ass this year as well. We would have. We should have been 0-5 because the fucking Cleveland Browns missed 2 or 3 fucking point blank field goals. And that's the only reason why we had that one win. And if we didn't find a running game, goddamn it, I'm pretty sure we would have lost to the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers the first game, maybe even the Buffalo Bills. We would have been 1-6 to start this fucking season. And this is what I was telling people, man. I was telling people, listen, people talking about no matter what happened in this season, no matter what happens in this playoffs, it was a good season. How do you feel right now? Because I don't feel optimistic right now going to the, because first of all, we have to go to the draft and we have to make good draft picks. If you've been a Dolphin fan for a long time and you witnessed Ted Ginn Jr. being drafted, Deion Jordan being drafted, and a couple other players that haven't panned out, you know the draft for our Miami Dolphins means, sometimes it means jack shit. Remember players like John Avery? We've missed and whiffed on a lot of goddamn draft picks. This was supposed to me, coming into this NFL season, man, I thought we were going to light it up offensively. I really did. And we're leaving this season with the same fucking mediocre quarterback play that we came into the season with. With all of those weapons, with Landry and Parker and Stills. Not a break. What else do you need to have a breakout season? I don't understand it. And in the biggest game of the fucking season, we don't do a goddamn thing right. Nothing. Nothing right.
So much for you not cussing on your new.
We didn't do shit right. The offense didn't do right. The defense didn't. The only thing that looked good was the special teams. The rest of our fucking, what game plan? What game plan on defense? See a man here? Let them motherfuckers just go to the end zone. That was the goddamn game plan. Because I ain't seen nothing else. Tackling? What tackling? No, we don't need no tackling. Nothing. And we get the shit beat out of us. This was embarrassing. Now I gotta go. Man, this was a waste of my day off. This was a wasted day off. Now I gotta go to work tomorrow, hear people talk shit to me, man. I'm telling motherfuckers, man, we finna win the Super Bowl, dog. We going to the Super Bowl. Me. Now I gotta listen to this shit tomorrow. Anyway, folks.
Life was right. I'm waiting now.
We got the hell beat out of us. We got the absolute hell beat out of us. Matt Moore, statistically, if you look at the stats for Matt Moore in this game, they weren't horrible. 29 of 36, 289 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. But a lot of key big plays that should have been made were left on the field. Much like the New England Patriot game last year, we had good things going for us, and we found a way to ruin them. That's period what it was. Big plays could have happened, and we say, no, we don't want the big plays. Here, you take the big plays, and we'll fuck up. That's pretty much what our offense did. Get down to the 10-yard line. Dude comes free. Matt Moore ends up fumbling the ball. Driving again. Cornerback comes free. Matt Moore and Jay Ajayi collide and fumble the ball. 2 big plays. even with the way that this defense played, even with the way that our defense played this game, we still had a chance. We had a chance to go into the locker room at the half down 20-13, come out of halftime with the ball, down by 7. We blew it. Point blank. We blew it. We shot our fucking selves in the foot. In the foot. So now we look forward to next year. We look forward to the draft. Period. We look forward to the draft for next year. Hopefully.
Oh, look at the snow that I didn't see.
Hopefully, with this draft, hopefully next year we get all of our pieces healthy. We will get. Hopefully, shit. I don't know. We should get Mike Pouncey back. I want to say 75%. How's the season not a success? Our defense is shit. Yeah. How's this season not a success? Our defense is shit. Tannehill went down, and we still in the playoffs. Just draft a good linebacker. Jones comes back. No. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for the Denver Broncos tanking and losing out a few games, we would have been sitting at home. Listen, like I said in the previous video, I came into this season with some pretty lofty expectations, right? I thought a quarterback would throw 35 touchdowns. I thought this was going to be a breakout season with all the weapons, right? Had 19 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. People keep telling me like this dumb shit. And I'm trying to figure out where they're getting it from. Well, Tannehill would have done better if he was in the game. What are you talking about? The last time he was in a big game, a decent team, was the Baltimore Ravens. We scored 6 points. What the fuck are you talking about? He threw 3 interceptions. Balls. Fucking Jarvis Landry running a fucking slant. He throws the ball behind Landry. Landry has to reach around, tip the ball, and get it picked off. What are you talking about? Him being healthy does not help us in big games whatsoever. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't know shit. Sir, no is spelled K-N-O-W. You don't know shit, you dumb shit. If you're going to insult me, can you at least learn how to spell? We need some trades and picks for D players, free agents, you name it. I agree. Tannehill is way better. Based on what? On what? One game. Yeah, it's one game, but it's one game that sends us home. It's one game that ends the season, that ends all momentum, that stops all the growth, that stops the plays for the young corners. It's one game, but it is a fucking game that takes us, that demoralizes everything that we've done. This is how we leave our season. If we lost, if we would have lost 27-24, I would have said, you know what, man, that's something to build on. I'm okay with that. But we went out there and got the shit kicked out of us. I'm not happy, but this team has a heart. Based on those back-to-back sacks, somewhat. Man. Just fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Anyway, man. Going into next season, what a hell of a way to go out of this season. When I say hell of a way, I'm not saying that in a positive way. Today's Dolphin team looks like the 1-4 team. Yes. This season out, man, we look like we're gonna get the first pick in the draft. Four. That's what we looked like. And then the light bulb came on versus the Steelers, and we went out, and Jay Ajayi had one hell of a game. And from that point forward, from the Steelers to the Bills to the Jets, Jay Ajayi put this team on his back, and he carried us back to 500. You know what I mean? I'm just extremely disappointed, man. Extremely disappointed. D-line is good enough. Linebacker and DB are our priorities. I'm reading comments not only from here, but I'm reading comments from my Facebook group. We don't need to draft any corners. We need to add another veteran corner. And that's what got us past a couple weeks. We got second-year corner Lippett and rookie Xavier Howard starting. And these great offensive team like the Pats and the Steelers just took advantage of it. Need to add a veteran corner. To that, I say this real quick. In a way, I agree with you. I'm still wondering what the hell kept Byron Mack. It had to be a terrible. This has got to be something terrible for Byron Maxwell to be sitting this fucking long, man. Because I mean, shit, it's the playoffs. This is the end of your season. You usually see players, even if they are a bit banged up, they play through that shit. For the fucking playoffs, you know what I mean? So would we have been better if Byron Maxwell was out there? I can't say for sure. Linebacker, as the other guy said, linebacker should be our number one concern going into this offseason, man. Number one offseason, yeah. Like Benjamin Skaggs said in the comment section on YouTube, the number one priority needs to be our linebacker situation. We need to improve that linebacker situation, get ourselves some good fucking linebackers. I was talking to a guy in the comment section of one of the Facebook pages, and he was telling me about a few players in slave ball that would definitely make an impact on our team. See, this is that yeah, we definitely need to sign Kenny Stills. We better not let him go any fucking where. He is a pivotal part of this offense. He is a guy that takes the top off of every defense we play against. If I'm telling you, there will be a football team that will be ready to back the Brinks truck up to Kenny Stills' house. So we better be ready to sign him and get him back in here as a Dolphin, unless we have some option that I do not know about. I love J Train myself, but he hasn't done much against solid teams as well. Check the stats. No one player made a drastic difference, good or bad. I mean, when we were coming down the stretch and fighting for a playoff spot, you're in a huge game versus a divisional rival that knows you very well. Even though they weren't a playoff team, he ripped the Buffalo Bills. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, against some of the better teams, Baltimore, in this game, he wasn't really much of an option. And in a couple other games, he didn't do much of anything. I heard the Eagles are interested. We better not let him go anywhere. So what? We lost against the team that will probably win the AFC. It's not like this is perennial where we're just hoping to fade away next year. The loss is for the better. Listen, listen. Take a step back and look at our team right now. We have injuries at our free safety and strong safety. Questions. Anytime somebody has an injury, you wonder how they're going to come back. We have questions at our linebacker situation. Fuck, the linebacker's been a question for about 3 years. Right or wrong? Right? Uh, Questions about our D-line still because we're getting older. How good is Wake going to perform next year? Do we need to start moving in a replacement? I thought we should have had a young guy in there this year. Deion Jordan is another unknown question. So nothing but questions, right? Offense. Our quarterback has 19 touchdowns and 12 picks. That's a question. And not only did he have 19 touchdowns and 12 picks, but he had 19 touchdowns and 12 picks on fewer attempts than he had last year. So he had the same amount of picks this year that he had last year on fewer attempts. That's a question. We started 1-4 this year. Question. Offensive line health. Mike Pouncey, Brandon Albert's always going to be a fucking question. So we got questions at offensive line. The only question we had answered this year to me is Jay Ajayi. I knew our wide receivers were going to be solid, but I thought they would be better. I thought we would see an explosion on offense, and we didn't. There is a lot of fucking questions that we go into the 2017-2018 season with. We need to sign. Oh my God. If we sign Jamie Collins or Chandler Jones and put him next to Kiko Alonso and maybe one more guy, maybe a rookie on the other side, we'd be set. We'd be set. It's especially how versatile. But Jamie Collins wants big time money. Chandler Jones is going to want big time money. Big time money for both of those guys. So got to see what we're going to be willing to spend. Shit, we got a $20 million quarterback next year. You know? So we gotta see just how much this team is going to have to spend. Let's see. Anyway, man, I'm going to finish up here. I guess the next time we're going to talk is maybe around, at least about Dolphin stuff, is maybe, of course, if Vance Joseph ends up getting this Broncos job, we'll talk about that and who we should replace him with. Maybe Rex Ryan, depending. Maybe, especially if we can get Rex Ryan some weapons at linebacker, like Jamie Collins and maybe a rookie here and there, a nice rookie here and there. I definitely think linebacker should be like our first pick in the draft. If we can get a good one, a solid one. I hope we don't go and draft another hurt wide receiver. Just saying. And then maybe the draft. The draft will probably be the next time we talk Dolphin shit. What a horrible way to go into the off season, man. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @casual, @KASUWELL. Now that the Dolphin season is formally over, I'm gonna start talking about Miami Heat basketball now. So that will be my focus. Now that the Miami Heat season is over, we'll go right into Miami. I mean, now that the Miami Dolphins season is over, we'll head straight into Miami Heat basketball, and of course we'll be talking about the off season. We should draft Reuben Foster. I'm gonna see who the hell Reuben Foster is. Reuben Foster is an Alabama kid. He's a linebacker. Well, first thing you know when you if you're gonna draft an Alabama player, it's from everything that I hear. You know, what I mean, anytime I hear about slay ball, I hear Alabama in big games. So you know for a fact that this kid Reuben Foster is going to be in some big games. The only thing I don't seem to like about Alabama is their running backs. I don't like Alabama running backs at all. So yeah, we will see as this draft goes on, man. Who we take? We need a QB so we're not left with hot trash. If we can get a kid, I don't know who the hell. See, this is why I wish the NFL had a development league so I could kind of watch and engage and see some of the throws, and see some of the reading defenses. I have no idea who the prospects are gonna be because I don't watch slave ball. I refuse to watch that shit. So I don't know who the kids are coming out that are going to be drafted. I wish the NFL had like maybe a 6 to 8 team, maybe even 10 team league. You can take these teams and put them in small towns that don't necessarily have an NFL team, because there's a lot of teams out. There's a lot of towns out there that have decent stadiums, but they don't have NFL teams. You know what I mean? Like Nebraska. Nebraska loves football, but they don't have an NFL team. So you can give Nebraska a development league team and shit like that. Grant probably gonna get cut. I doubt it. We'll lose Stills. Then some other guy like Grant O'Carroll will have to step up. Grant is too small to play do it. You know what? I take that back. Maybe. Don't know. K-Roo doesn't have the speed to do what Kenny Stills does. If our option is to replace Stills with K-Roo, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. About corners. But I know we need to. Corners, I think we need to give our young guys an opportunity to develop. Now, I mean, this is the first. That's another thing that I do not. That's the other thing that I don't like about slave ball is they don't develop players. They don't necessarily develop players. You see a guy like Tony Lippett that played in slave ball, and he comes out of slave ball playing one position and comes to the NFL and plays something completely different. Hopefully they keep the wide receivers that we have. We keep Stills, we keep Parker, we keep Landry, and we keep building from it. I would also like to see us get a nice beast tight end to work the middle of the field. I've had a few names thrown around at me. Maybe have to draft a center. depending on what's going on with Mike Pouncey. I don't want to go into the season with Mike Pouncey as our only option again. We lack imagination. That's all I could think of. Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to make a pre-draft video and talk about what we should go ahead and draft. I'm going to work on that video. If you guys see any players that we should draft, go ahead and tweet them to me at Casuwell, at KSUWELO, or leave them in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. Anyway, man, I am out of here. I will talk to you guys draft time. Now we will move forward with Miami Heat basketball. Now that this season comes to an abrupt end. Peace.